This episode of my Katrina's Teddy Talks will be dedicated to the one and only Mr. Bobby Brown. And that's Bobby right there, missing dog Bobby Brown. Yes, you, son. I'm talking all about you. But before I get into it, I am Katrina from Katrina's Teddy Talks. What you'll see on my channel will be cleaning motivation, lots of stories to keep you entertained while you're cleaning. And I'm hoping to expand, like I've said before, so maybe expand into DIY, homemaking and all that sort of stuff, because that's what you do on a day-to-day basis anyway. But for now, it is the cleaning, and I am delighted to announce that I have 50 subscribers. I mean, hello. Like, dreams do come true. And I'm not even joking when I say that. Like, I never even thought one person would look at my video and now I have 50. 50, like, that's 50 people. If you have a think about it, 50 people in a room is a large amount of people. So I think I am doing really, really well. So if you are interested or you find me in any way entertaining, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Forget about the like, just subscribe and get me 51. Who will be number 51? I hope somebody will be soon. But anyway, I'm trying to get myself back to normal because things have been hectic around here since I came home and I haven't been able to get myself into a normal routine. I'm still off work on this day and I'll tell you a bit about that later. But anyway, let's get into Bobby. Bobby was away on his holidays as I was away on mine, and he was staying with my aunt. So that's his wee aunt, and he loves staying with his Aunt Teresa. I mean, he gets spoiled rotten. He gets to go to bed beside her at night. And he even got like ice lollies because there was a heat wave in Belfast while we were away, and he was getting ice lollies at night. And there was wee videos getting sent to my mum's phone because I didn't have any means of contact at all while I was away. And yeah, he, like I said before, he was spoilt. So when I got him home, I thought, oh gosh, he's going to be a bit odd. And he really was odd. He came into the house, he wouldn't even look at me. I kept calling him, he wouldn't look at me. And then the door opened for some reason, and I think Georgia was going to, or Jude was going to go back into the car. They forgot something in the car because they were going down to collect him. It was Jude actually. And as he, went out to get whatever it was he forgot in the car, the dog was straight behind him and jumped into the car and wouldn't get out of my car. And I was like, Bobby, get out. What are you doing? I've missed you so much. Bobby, come on. No, wouldn't look at me. So I got him in and put down his favourite dinner, wouldn't eat it. And he just sort of thought, I'll eat the dinner when I want to eat it, but you're not going to tell me when I eat it because it wouldn't please you to eat it right now because I'm so upset with you for bringing me back home to this madhouse with all these annoying kids around me. Oh, can't stand this house. I want to go back to my auntie's house. But anyway, I got him washed, got his wee bed and all washed and cut his hair, and he was just gorgeous. Smelled like a brand new baby with lovely fresh powder on him, and he was just so lovely. And he still wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't talk to me. And normally after, he gets his hair washed and everything, he'll come down for a treat and he'll be wanting a treat and expecting a treat. But no, he just would not speak to me at all, wouldn't talk to me. And I know dogs can't talk, but he does communicate with me in his own wee way and his own wee sound. So like that's his way of talking to me. But no, nothing. He went completely silent on me. So I thought, oh, well then here, do you know what, Bobby? If this is the way you're going to get on, then I'm not going to talk to you. You're no longer my best friend. We're no longer friends. And that's the end of that. And I thought, I'm going to just ignore him and he can ignore me. And then he'll come to me when he warms up again. So the following day then the doorbell went and it was a delivery driver and he didn't bark. He didn't even bark. And I'm thinking, I haven't heard this dog bark, growl, moan, communicate and talk to me since he's come back. Like, has he lost his wee bark and his wee voice? Like, what's going on? Nothing. So I thought, right, okay. Look at me wearing my shorts, cleaning away like kitty I think I am. I've tried to make it like, an old thing that I just stick on shorts and walk around the place because why not wear shorts? Katrina, get the legs out. My DPD driver really inspired me. He always wore shorts, even in the winter. He's one of these ones that wore shorts in the coldest day of the year. But his legs are really tan, so I thought maybe if I do the same thing will happen to me. Who knows? But anyway, back to what I was saying. So Bobby didn't bark, didn't do nothing, and I thought, no, I'm going to have to Google this. I Googled it, and you know, it is actually very common for dogs to be a wee bit strange with you because you're their owner and you've left them, and they're maybe thinking, you know, why did you not take me with you? So I left it, and I called him for his lunch the following day, and he didn't come for his lunch, and this was just shortly after the delivery driver came, and he wouldn't come for his lunch. And then I was like, Bobby. So then I left his lunch down for a bit, and I thought it's going to need warmed up again. So I warmed it up and called him again. He didn't come down again from the stairs. He always sits in the stairs, and I go and I look in the stairs. He's not there. And then I start looking around the rooms, and he's nowhere to be found. So then I go out to my car. He's not there. I go to Shane's car. He's not there. So I go around the corner, like where I'd maybe go, because he sometimes likes to take a wee, you know, journey around the corner. He wasn't there. And I'm like, no, he's gone. The dog is gone. The delivery driver stole my dog. That's exactly what's happened. So go and check the Ring doorbell. There's no evidence of the delivery driver stealing my dog, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my dog's so handsome, and I've just cut his hair. By the way, his dog groomer died last year, and I've had to learn how to cut dogs' hairs, and so I'm a master at it. Anyway, my dog's gone. He's gone. So I'm in and I'm out of like the back garden. The kids start to be really like frantic and concerned. Georgia and Jude had just came back from their wee summer scheme, and they were like, oh my God, Bobby's gone. We need to get in the car. So Shane takes the kids all in the car. They drive up the road. I ring my mummy. I'm like, Mummy, the dog's gone. No way. She rushes round, and she had just like dyed her hair, and she was sticking on pajamas, you know, after the shower. And obviously she came round in her pyjamas. My daddy was round like a shot in his lovely wee shorts that he got from America. And everybody's up and down the estate, and the estate's next to us, Bobby Brown, Bobby. And like, I didn't remember earlier on in the day me going out to the summer house to get a piece of paper. I don't know why, because there's a printer in the summer house, there's a printer in my own house. And I don't know why I went out to get paper, but I didn't remember doing it. And this is an hour and a half of past, and I'm out and in and out and in at the back and out and in at the front, and there's no Bobby. I'm out to the two cars. We're up and down the estate. We're on different estates. No Bobby. And my mummy's like, look, do you want me just to come to the house and we'll try and ring somewhere? And I'm like, yeah, make your way around to the house. He's gone forever. I'm telling you now, someone stole him because he's so handsome. And then I just get a glimpse into the summer house, and he's standing looking at me thinking, you dopey woman. I've been sitting here all along, and I'm not going to bark for you. I came in here to get peace and quiet away from you all. And I opened the door and was like, Puppy, what the hell? And he just came out and he just sort of walked away past me, really snub. And then he seen my mum and dad and started screaming and bouncing about the place and all excited and really, really happy. And I was like, you wouldn't even look at me, and now you're bouncing about the place. And then he came over finally and gave me a wee lick and a hug, and we're all back to normal. And he is now my friend again. He wasn't for a while. He was in the doghouse, to be fair. But look, listen, he is safe. He is home. No one stole Bobby. No dog was harmed in the making of this video. And I'm really glad. So I thought I'd share this while I get my house back up to normal and trying to get into somewhat of a routine. So that was my Georgia scene. And as you can see from her hair, she got her hair all braided when we were away in the Bahamas. And this girl named Baby Ruth is obviously not a baby. She's probably 60. Well, she decided to do George's hair and charged, I would say, £100 sterling. But there was so much chaos going on with Julia and Jude when we were in the Bahamas that I thought, Mummy, look, you just take Georgia, pay whatever it is, get her hair done, there's the money, and I'll see you later. Didn't think it was going to be that much money. And ever since I've had to do her hair, I would say I've redone her hair about 8 times in total. So I had to redo it in America. I had to redo it before we came back from America. So to redo it while I was there. So we were only in the Bahamas 5 days and we went back to America for the remainder of the duration that we were there. So it was another 5 days. So I did it the day that we came back, and then I had to do it just the day before we were about to go home. Then I had to do it again when we got home. Then I've had to do it again like twice this week. I don't know if it's because she's been doing a lot of swimming, but baby Ruth, if I ever see you again, we are not friends. You told me it would last 6 weeks. It didn't even last 6 days. So really, like, hello. And luckily enough, I have all these little elastics and beads from, like make your own bracelets, them sort of sets that you get. So I have all them, so I can do it for. I have just finished Julia's room. And as you can see, I'm in an indoor cupboard on the third floor. I have a few of Julia's toys here, but the kids mainly store their school bags in this wardrobe. It's really spacious, but not a big enough, cupboard to do anything with. Maybe like an indoor, like wardrobe, like a walk-in wardrobe, but that's about all you'd be able to fit in there. And now I'm moving on to Jude's room. So Jude's room needed his bed stripped and changed. Just like Mang and Julia's, Georgia didn't stay in our house. When she came back, she went straight to your granny's house. And probably a bit like Bobby, wanted some peace and quiet. I'm not really sure. But I've got her back now, and I'm glad she's back home today. So let's talk about the days where I feel unmotivated. So this was one of the days where I wasn't feeling great, and the weather was overcast, which plays into your mental health, because I don't know if it's just me, but when it rains, I just feel like my expectations and motivation just drops. But when it's sunny, I want to get everything done so I can get outside after I finish work and enjoy the sunny weather. So on this day, I needed that bit of motivation, and I always play a little game with myself and set a timer on Alexa for 10 minutes and try to do the 10-minute challenge per room. And it does really work. And then I bank them, like the times that I have left. So if I've got 3 minutes left to Jude's room, I just bank that and use it for the bathroom and see if I can get that done in 3 minutes. And, I kind of just try and play a game with myself. So that's what I was doing today. And it does work. The only times it doesn't work really is in the kitchen, because you will need to do your kitchen a few times a day, especially when the kids are off school, you're working from home. You need to stop and cook breakfast, then you cook lunch, then you cook dinner, wee snacks in between, or whatever the case may be for the kids. And they all snack at different times. So the kitchen is an ongoing cycle of needing to be tidied and cleaned before the end of the night cleaned, where it's like, right, kitchen's closed, guys. No one's allowed into it until the morning. But again, that rarely happens, and we are always on the go. So yeah, that's what I do for the days I'm feeling really unmotivated. And speaking of Alexa, all the devices were turned off while we were on holidays, so I turned them all back on when we got back. And then George's one just went on fire. Now that story is for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.